Hey everybody, happy Thursday. Welcome to day 10 of Vlogmas. My name is Lynn and this is Lynn's Wonderful World of Makeup and More. And in today's video, I am going to talk about some of my favorite Christmas songs. And not just the songs, but I'm going to give you who sang the favorite rendition of the song and some little facts behind each song and why it is one of my favorites. Interested in seeing the songs that I have on my list? Stick around. Okay, everybody, welcome back. Like I said, hi, my name is Lynn, and this is Lynn's Wonderful World of Makeup and More. On this channel, I generally do things makeup related, like unboxings, tutorials, get ready with me's, first impressions, try-ons, collabs, hauls, empties, pretty much anything that has to do with makeup and fun I like to do on my channel. But of course, with this being the 25 days of Vlogmas, I have also tried to incorporate some holiday inspired videos. And in today's video, I am going to be talking about some of my my favorite Christmas songs. Not only the songs themselves, but many of them have been sung many times over. I'm also going to tell you who sang my favorite version and some little facts about them. You may be surprised to see some of the songs that are on my list. But for those of you that are new here, well, if you wouldn't mind jumping down and hit that subscribe button. Also, turn on your notification bell. That way you get notified each and every time I upload some new content. As I am uploading daily for the 25 days of Vlogmas, like I said, my channel usually is makeup, skincare, and lifestyle related, but I am incorporating many holiday videos in my Vlogmas this year. So, like I said, today I'm going to be talking about my favorite Christmas songs and a little bit about why they are my favorite Christmas songs. I'm going to save my very favorite Christmas song for last, and the rest of them are in no particular order. It's just how I came across them and who sang my favorite version of them. Of course, we have one of the more recent songs. Most of my songs are going to be old from back in the day, but I do have Do You Want to Build a Snowman from the movie Frozen. I absolutely love that movie and I love that song. I love snowmen, so pretty much snowmen is like my holiday thing. And of course, the version from Frozen is just the ultimate. I also, another kid's song that I always loved ever since I was a child is the Chipmunk Christmas song from Alvin and the Chipmunks. I did not realize, you guys, that song came out in 1958. That's the year my mom and dad was born. I was like, wow. Of course, we have White Christmas, which, of course, Bing Crosby came out with that in 1942. And I did not know that Guinness Books named it the best-selling single of all time. Another one of my favorite Christmas favorites is the funny classic Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. That came out in 1979 and of course was sung by Elmo and Patsy. Then you have Christmas Time Is Here. Of course, my favorite version of that is always going to be the original version that was in A Charlie Brown Christmas. Silent Night. Of course, that is an all-time classic, but my favorite version is the version that the Temptations sung in 1970. Do You Hear What I Hear? Another Christmas classic. My favorite version is the one that Whitney Houston did. And like I said, these are just mine. You guys may like some of these songs, but you may have another person that sang your favorite version. If you do, drop it down in the comment box below. We have Santa Baby. The original was sung by Eartha Kitt in 1953. And then you have the do-over with the sexy voice that Madonna did in 1987. I think both of them hold strong in their own rights as being, solid. You have A Holly Jolly Christmas, which of course was Burl Ives, and that came out in the 1964 Rudolph claymation film, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. We have Hard Candy Christmas. That came out. Dolly Parton sang that song in the movie The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas in the 80s. You younger people probably aren't going to remember most of these that I'm talking about. Then, of course, you have the all-time great The Christmas Song by Nat King Cole. Most of you guys are probably going, what is the Christmas song? Nat King Cole came out in 1946. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose. Everybody knows those words. Most people don't know. The title of that song is simply The Christmas Song. And you have Merry Christmas Baby. That song has been sung by many, many great people, everywhere from Chuck Berry to Etta James, but my favorite version is the version that Otis Redding did, personally. That's my favorite version. We have Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree. I've always loved that song. It came out in 1958. I did not know that Brenda Lee was only 13 years old when she recorded that song. Then you have the song "All Alone on Christmas," which was sung by Darlene Love, whose voice was very popular in the '60s. But she sang it in 1992 for one of the holiday Christmas classic movies, Home Alone 2: Lost in New York. Then there's the song Pretty Paper, which is about wrapping paper. It's a tribute to the wrapping paper that we wrap the gifts in. The original was sung in 1963 by Roy Orbison, but my favorite version, and a lot of people's, is the 1979 version that Willie Nelson recorded. Let's see. I like the song Blue Christmas. Elvis Presley originally sang it in 1957. And most people that don't know that, even though this recording, that his version is the most well-known version, he didn't even really want to sing the song to begin with. Santa Claus is Coming to Town. That's another classic that has been done over and over again. I personally think nobody did it like Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band. Then, of course, nobody can pass up the original rendition by Gene Autry. He did the original version of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And also in 1947, he did the original Frosty the Snowman. I don't care how many people redo it. It will never be the same as when he did it. We have the song Last Christmas, which Wham did in 1987. Love it. Jingle Bells. I think everybody in the world knows Jingle Bells and has either heard it or sung it at some point in time in their life. It was originally composed in 1850. And like I said, that is another song that has been done by so many legendary people. Etta James, Smokey Robinson, and everybody in between. But I personally have two favorite versions. One of my favorite versions is the version that Gwen Stefani does. And then another favorite, which is really my favorite, is the 1960 version that Ella Fitzgerald, her jazz rendition version of Jingle Bells, is the best version that I personally think has ever been heard. And I did not know this. Did you guys know that according to the Smithsonian, a harmonica version of Jingle Bells was the first song ever played in outer space? I did not know that. Now we're going to take it way, way back to the beginning of hip-hop. One of my favorite Christmas songs from them would be Christmas in Hollis by Run DMC. It's a song about, they talk about, Run finds Santa Claus's wallet, stuffed with $1 million on a park, near Hollis Avenue. And he basically talks about how he wouldn't steal from Santa. It's a really great hip-hop Christmas classic. If you guys have never heard it, Run DMC is one of the original hip-hop pioneers, but they really did it with this Christmas song. And then you have What Christmas Means to Me. I not only love the original version that Stevie Wonder did in 1967, but in 2018, John Legend remade the song, and it actually features Stevie Wonder. I love that version too. Let's see. We have I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus. Oh, come on, everybody loves that. Jimmy Boyd's was the original person to sing that song, but I don't think any version was ever greater than when the Jackson 5 did it. They totally put a spin on it that nobody else can ever touch, in my opinion. You have the song Please Come Home for Christmas, which was done by John Bon Jovi. I know that's not like a typical happy holiday tune, but I think it's one of the classics, just regardless, even though it's not one of those super happy ones. I love the Little Drummer Boy, but personally, my favorite rendition was when Bing Crosby and David Bowie paired up and mixed and did a mix of the Little Drummer Boy and Peace on Earth. It is a beautiful. It's just an amazing rendition. That is an unlikely combination, and those two together, it was great. Then you have The Most Wonderful Day of the Year. This song was sung by the inhabitants of the island of the Misfit Toys in the original 1964 Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I mean, everybody remembers the island of Misfit Toys. Then you have the song Believe, which was done by Josh Groban. It hasn't been around for many years, obviously, because it was written for the movie The Polar Express, but it has become like a instant Christmas favorite since that movie came out. And it's one of mine. I love The Polar Express. That's one of my favorite Christmas movies. No Christmas is complete without the Nutcracker. And of course, to hear the whole Nutcracker, you have to hear the original Tchaikovsky version. You got everything from the Nutcracker March, Waltz of the Flowers, the Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy. When you hear all those together, you certainly know that Christmas is right around the corner. Then we have the Merry Christmas, I Don't Want to Fight by the Ramones. They obviously are a punk band. Ironically, that song didn't even make the charts when it was first released. But now it's like an all-time Christmas favorite for people, especially for people in that genre that like that kind of music. You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch, which is actually sung by Thurl Ravenscroft. We all know that was in the TV special Dr. Seuss's How a Grinch Stole Christmas, which came out in 1966. Dr. Seuss actually wrote the lyrics for that song himself. Then you have Mele Kalikimaka by Bing Crosby. Anybody who has ever watched National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation has heard that song. You may not know that that's the name of it, but that is the Hawaiian-inspired Christmas song that Bing Crosby does in that movie. You have the Red Baron song that was done by the Royal Guardsmen, where the Red Baron goes up against Snoopy. And that actually references the Christmas truce that was brought on in World War One. That's where they got the idea for that song. It was derived from the references from the truce that they did during Christmas in World War One. Then you have the song The Christmas Shoes. I'm sure most of you guys know that one. And it actually started as a story that circulated on the internet in the 90s about a poor boy that was trying to buy his dying mama a pair of shoes for Christmas. And then a Christian group called New Song wrote the song around that story, and then that was actually made into a movie, and then there was another book that carried on about afterwards. You have to have Feliz Navidad on the list. That came out in 1970 by Puerto Rican singer Jose Feliciano. It is the most popular bilingual Christmas song ever. You have the song Let It Snow, which has been done a million times. My personal favorite is the 1993 version that Boyz II Men did. Let's see. Also in 1993, we have What's This, sung by Danny Elfman. For those of you, I know there are many of you out there that a lot of you guys, your favorite Christmas, you love The Nightmare Before Christmas. That is one of my favorites. That is the song that Jack Skellington sings when he talks about the joy of seeing Christmas for the first time through a fresh set of eyes. That's the name of that song. What's This? Then we have another one that's not that old, but I do like it. It's called Santa Tell Me. It came out in 2014. It's sung by Ariana Grande. It's basically where she's asking Santa Claus. She wants to know if her and her other half are going to be together in the upcoming year. Let me see. Was there anything else that I did not tell you guys that I had wrote down on my list? Because I was like checking out a lot of stuff. I know most people say the same old songs over and over again, and I do love them. But of course, I wanted to talk about some songs that don't get brought up very often. And I thought it would be neat not only to tell you the songs themselves, but my favorite version. I mean, most of these songs have been done over and over and over again. And I did tell you guys that I was going to save my very favorite Christmas song for last. And this is because it has special meaning for me. I grew up in and near Washington, D.C. I've lived there almost my entire life, except for the last 3 or 4 years that I have been in Baltimore. And it is a song called Christmas Eve in Washington. It was written by a native Washingtonian, Maura Sullivan. As a matter of fact, I think she might live in Virginia, but she's a native Washingtonian. It came out in 1989. And it just talks about everything from the Jefferson Memorial to all the beautiful sites, Georgetown, from all the beautiful sites that you have in Washington, D.C., and about how beautiful it is there at Christmas time. I'm telling you, it's Christmas Eve in Washington. It is my absolute favorite Christmas song ever, and I do believe because it reminds me of home. It reminds me of my childhood. It reminds me of going out there at Christmas time, seeing all the beautiful sights. It's just a beautiful, beautiful song. So, you guys, that is my list of holiday songs that I like. And like I said, I just thought you guys might be interested in some of the facts I found out about them. My favorite versions of those songs. Do you guys, or any of those songs on your favorite list? Do you have another version that was performed by another artist that you think is the best version of it? If you do, drop it down in the comment box. Let me know what your favorite Christmas song is of all times. You guys today, like I said, if you are new here, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Turn that red button to gray. Become part of my family today. Also turn on your notification bell so that you get notified when I upload these videos so you don't miss a minute of my content. I have a lot of great stuff coming out for Vlogmas and plenty of wonderful new things coming out for the new year. For those of you that have come back, thank you. You guys love and support. Man, you have gotten me through so much this year. I love you guys more than you will ever know. Case in point, I did want to mention, I did finally mail out my Christmas cards today. There's too many of you guys to name for the Christmas cards, but I did send out 2 more packages as well to 2 of the people that I had a little friend mail for. Those 2 of you, I DM'd you on IG and left you the tracking numbers for your packages. So I know I'm a little running behind, but everybody still should get their stuff in plenty of time for Christmas. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate all the love and support you have given me, especially those of you that have been here faithfully for every day of Vlogmas. I've tried my best. I am on day 10 and I have not missed a day yet. I am very proud of myself with everything going on. Please jump over and rate my video. If you guys like it when I'm adding these holiday inspired things into my into the rotation of my channel, give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you like it. If you don't, give me a thumbs down. Hey, that's cool. Not everybody's gonna like everything I do, but I do value your opinion. This channel is just as much about you as it is about me. I tell you guys that every day, because without you guys, I wouldn't be here. But I do not know what your opinion is if you don't tell me. So, I mean, it doesn't hurt my feelings if you give me a thumbs down. It just lets me know not to put it up on the channel. I don't want to waste you guys' time putting up content that y'all don't want to see. But like I said, I've appreciated all the love and support that I've had, especially through the 25 days of Vlogmas. Um, I love you guys very much. I appreciate each and every one of you more than you will ever know. Until next time, stay beautiful, stay blessed. If nobody else told you today, I'm going to tell you, you are loved and you are special. And until next time, love and hugs, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.